for some stitching, and this is going to be a supplementary video to my Daphne floral cardigan pattern. Where I'm starting in this video is in section 2, round 2. So when you're here, you should have already completed round 1. You should have a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in each corner. It should look something like this. There are 4 corners, and then the rest of your edges should all be double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. And you should have that all the way down to the next corner. My corners are marked with stitch markers. Again, in the corners I have double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, all in the same stitch to keep that corner stitch. So I'm starting round 2. And the reason I'm starting here is because I think this is the one place in the pattern that people are most to be confused. So I'm going to start off by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. And okay, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to double crochet, but if you pay attention to the instructions, so it says to skip your first chain 1 space, and you're also going to skip your double crochet here, and we're going to place 1 double crochet into the next chain 1 space. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go backwards. We're going to do another double crochet, but we're going to go back into this skipped chain 1 space right here. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to kind of twist our yarn, and we're going to go back into this skipped chain 1 space and make a double crochet. Okay, and we're just going to pull that around, and what you can see here is that we're ending up making these little X-like stitches. So again, you're going to, for the next part, you're going to skip the next double crochet because we're ending right here. So it says skip the next double crochet, skip the next chain 1, skip the next double crochet, and you're going to work a double crochet into this chain 1 space. Okay. And now we're going to go back to the skipped chain 1 space, which is actually right here next to this stitch right here. Okay. So we're going to double crochet. I'm going to kind of turn this a little bit so I can go backwards. Go underneath here, yarn over and pull through and make a double crochet. Okay, and now I have 2 kind of X or cross stitches here. And we're going to continue in that pattern all the way across. We're going to skip this double crochet, skip this chain 1 space, skip this double crochet, and place a double crochet in this chain 1 space here. All right, and now we're going to go back and we're going to make a double crochet into the chain 1 space we skipped here next to this stitch. Yarn over, go underneath the stitch here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through too. Okay, and we're just going to do that all the way across till we get to our very next corner. Okay, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how we're going to work this corner stitch right here. Okay, so one last time, just in case you need to see it, I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to skip this double crochet, skip this chain 1 space, skip this double crochet, and double crochet in this space, chain 1 space right here. All right, and now I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to make a double crochet into the chain 1 space that we skipped. All right, there you have it. You're going to work it all the way along, all the way down till you get to your very next corner, which is right here, and I'm going to come back and show you how to work the corner stitch. Okay, here we are. We're just a couple stitches away from the corner stitch, so I want to show you how to work the corner stitch. I'm just going to finish up here. So I'm going to yarn over. Remember, we are skipping the double crochet, skipping the chain 1 space, skipping the double crochet, and I'm going to go into this chain 1 space right here. And I'm going to place a double crochet right there. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to the chain 1 space that I skipped, and I'm going to put a double crochet in there. Okay, So that has created our kind of X looking stitch, and we are now at this corner stitch. So I'm going to yarn over. So remember, we are skipping this double crochet, we're skipping this chain 1 space, and we're skipping this double crochet. So we're going to go into the chain 1 space right here in the corner, and we are going to make a double crochet. Okay, we're going to do another double crochet. Remember, we're going to go back to the chain 1 space that we skipped, and we're placing a double crochet there. All right, and then there's our X. Now, the only thing that we're doing different here is we are in the corner, and we want to keep this kind of V looking thing as we go into the corner. So we're going to chain 1. Okay, and then we are going to double crochet again. Remember, we are going to skip this double crochet, skip this chain 1 space, skip this double crochet, and we're going to work into this chain 1 space here by putting a double crochet there. All right, and then we're going to go back to the chain 1 space that we skipped and put a double crochet there. There we go. Okay, and then there's our next kind of X stitch. And what you can see here, and I'm kind of pulling on it because I have my hook in the way, is that we have a chain 1 space right here, just like we do here, and to keep that corner chain 1 space consistent. We don't have that in any of our other stitches along the edges. Just in the corners, we're adding that extra chain 1 space. So I'm just going to work a couple stitches here. All right, so we're going to yarn over. We're going to skip this double crochet, skip this chain 1 space, skip this double crochet, and work into this chain 1 space here. All right, we're going to yarn over, and we're going to go back and work a double crochet into the chain 1 space that we skipped. All right, and there's our kind of X stitch, and we're just going to continue that all the way down to the next corner, and you're going to work this next corner exactly like we worked this corner here, where we're going to make those X stitches, but we're going to put a chain 1 space in the middle, okay, to keep that corner stitching. All right, and you're going to do that all the way around to the end of your project. Okay, which will lead you back up to here. And when you get to this spot here, we've already created our double crochet with our chain 1 space here in this very first corner. So you're just going to slip stitch to the 3rd chain to close. And that's how you will close round 2 of the second section, which is the expanding the square section of the Daphne floral cardigan.